and welcome to When Sistas Meet. It's your girl, Miss Y.
I'm the Diva.
And I'm Tam.
And you can catch us live right here on Facebook every other Tuesday at 7:30. Then you can catch us on YouTube the following day. Then you can catch us on New Beat Radio on Thursdays and Saturdays at 10 a.m. So between those platforms, make sure you catch this show right here. Make sure you're following us on all social media profiles and platforms: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and of course, New Beat Radio. Tonight's sponsors include Gems and
Legacy Collection, Natural Beauty Makeup.
Yes. So tonight we're talking all about relationships and keeping those things intact. I wanted to do this topic because I don't know if you guys know, but this is the breakup season.
Really? I didn't know
Spring
that.
is the breakup season. So there's a lot of energy going around, new and old. And so then that means friendships are getting closer and tighter as well. And so we're going to be talking about, just how to keep these relationships intact.
Okay.
You guys look lovely.
So you, darling.
As always, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you're commenting, liking, and sharing. Of course, this is When Sistas Meet. So let's see what we got going on.
Let's see what we got here. What if it's hard for you to apologize to your romantic or family member in a relationship?
So they saying apologies ain't for me.
I would say if it's hard for you to apologize, for me, I say just do it anyway. For if you can get it off of your, off of you or whatever, and I feel like that you've done your part if you've apologized and made amends or try to make whatever it was right. So when it's hard, I just say you gotta do it anyway. Come on, let's get these relationships together.
I think it depends on the relationship and how much it matters to you. If it matters to you and it's important to you, then you should apologize. Because what's more important, being right or the relationship?
Ooh.
So
Gems right there.
I drop some gems if I do nothing else. So I think if the relationship is important to you, then just apologize.
I am an apologetic kind of person. With my disclaimer being, I don't have to apologize too often.
Oh,
in my book anyway.
Okay.
But I actually would rather apologize, much like you guys are saying, because I would rather apologize and mediate or dissolve the situation from escalating, getting worse, turning into a big argument, blowout, and us ending up mad at each other.
And I say the sooner the better, because usually when it escalates, it may be two people that didn't even know that the other person felt a certain way. So if you just get it out in the open, it gives a lot less time for those things to fester.
Very
and
true.
Makes the apology.
Because listen, I can be
easier.
mad for 10 years. I ain't gonna hold
Not 10 years.
It just depends on the person. It depends on the situation. It depends on what's been said and done.
Right.
But if it's someone that I value, and especially I'm around you all the time, let's get this apology out the way so we can move on.
That's
Because we be trying to go eat. I'm just saying.
Yeah, there you go.
We be trying to eat. What we got next?
Yes, let's see what we got next here. All right. Be a good source of energy in the relationship. So how are you a good source of energy in a relationship?
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
I'm not your gossipy friend. I'm your business bestie. So when people call me, I'm talking about how can we get this bag? What can we do to flip some stuff? What can we do to make this elevate? That's me. And so that's how I try to keep a good energy, because I'm not bringing you garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think it's important to be a good source of information. And so that's how I keep good energy in my relationships.
I agree with that. That's totally good. And she does do that, y'all.
She does.
So I would say my positive energy is just, trying to be encouraging to people. If I know that I have a friend that's going through something, if all I do is simply send them a heart, I try to do that with my girls when they're going through stuff or whatever. So I would say whether it's a friendship or a romantic relationship, whatever it is, let's just, keep that positive energy, encourage and upbuild.
Yeah.
I definitely try to keep positive energy in any kind of relationship because, the world beats you up enough, as it is.
Thanks.
So, I definitely try to be, if nothing else, a listening ear that's non-judgmental. You know, that's one of the ways I try to get positive energy.
Yep.
You know, and then I try to smile at people. You know, you never know what your smile can do for people. I posted that on social media, I think, a week ago. So you know, smile at people.
Yeah.
Just because.
Just because.
Never know who you affected.
That's it. All right. Let's see what else we have here. And my fingers are not working. There we go. All right. How do you assure your mate? How do you assure them?
I am big on gassing you up. I'm big on just saying positive things, laughing with you, making you feel like you the creme de la creme, because that's what I want in return anyway. So also letting you know what I'm doing, even if you're not asking me, I'm just going to tell you, because there's no secrets, there's nothing to really hide. So I think you can assure people in different ways. Whether it be affirmational, building them up, telling them what you're doing, being honest, all those things are very assuring to me.
Yes, they are. Well, shoot, I'm so in agreement with you on these answers tonight, because I mean, I do the same. I think communication is top notch. You know, what you're doing for the day. You know, just being open as possible. That's reassuring, because when you do have those secrets and things, it starts to give doubt and questions and things like that. So. I don't know. That's how I do.
I'm very big on the 5 love languages.
Ooh.
If you have not known what those are, if you're getting into a relationship, if you are in a relationship, that's definitely something to investigate. But the 5 love languages are very key, I think, in assuring people. Because you never know what your partner's language is until you know when you ask them and you study. So if I know that my partner's love language is affirmations, you know, I may send a quick text. I usually try to send a Bible verse, you know, something of that nature throughout the day, because, you know, you're working, I'm working, we're doing life, you know, and until we come together in person, then I'm the touchy-feely one. I'm very much affectionate. I'm very much into PDAs. Yeah.
Okay, then.
So if you don't know the 5 love languages, let me think if I can get them out. Acts of service, words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, and gifts. Did I nail it?
You
Nailed
did.
it. Let's give me them gifts, because my birthday's on the way. So if you got some gifts for me and some acts of service, that's you bringing it to me, then them is mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, and if you don't know what your partner's love language is, you definitely should ask, because I think it's very beneficial.
Yeah.
Yes. And you'll probably be surprised, actually, because what you may be thinking may be totally opposite of what they actually feel their gifts are.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. Well, no, sorry.
Oh yeah, it's time to get into some entertainment. What you got for us, Tam?
All right, so with Hot Topics with Tam, we got a few things today. So the first one is, since our last show, the federal mask mandate has been lifted. Now, what that means is that I'm a person that travels. I've already flown several times this year. So I was very comfortable going to the airport knowing that everybody in the airport, everybody in the plane was going to have on a mask. Now they don't. I'm a little shaken up by that. It's kind of been the buzz, because some people's like, yes, no more masks. Other people is like, you know, not happy about it. I mean, it just depends on what it is. So I just want to say, whatever, you know, it's your personal preference, whether you wear a mask or not, whether you get vaccinated or not, but whatever it is, just remember COVID is still real. Protect yourself and do what you have to do. In regards to our sports, the NFL draft is this Thursday. I'm super excited about it. It does start on Thursday at 8 p.m. It lasts for 3 days, and it is going to span ABC, ESPN, as well as NFL Network. So if you're a sports fan, you gotta be excited about that. Also, the NBA playoffs are still underway. Of note with that, the Brooklyn Nets were slotted to be like a super team that was going to possibly make it to the finals. Well, they got swept by the Boston Celtics. It's a wrap. So let's see what happens. I'm not a Celtics fan, but I wasn't expecting, you know, them to sweep like that. Okay, since we're talking about relationships today, I had to say about this new book release that is from DJ Envy and his wife, Miss Gia Casey. It is called Real Life, Real Love, and this is like all things relationships. It talks about anything from intimacy to cheating, reconciling, kind of the hows and whys. So pick this up. It is available via hard copy or audiobooks. And then also with that in mind, another book, there is a Netflix special. If you have not seen it, I highly encourage you to watch it. It is with Oprah and Viola Davis. I watched it today. It is it was really raw and intimate. But she's also released her book today. It's called Finding Me. So, and then one other interview of note that I watched today was with Gayle King interviewing Meg the Stallion. After 2 years, she is able to tell her truth about the shooting she was involved in. Won't give too many spoilers if you haven't watched it, but I say check those interviews out. And then in social media news, Elon Musk is purchasing Twitter. Twitter has confirmed that this purchase is going to go through for $44 million. So why is this important, or why would you say that this is a hot topic? It is because if you don't know, Elon Musk is the owner of Tesla. He's an influencer, he's an entrepreneur, as well as an investor. And we know that Twitter is something that has influenced elections, lifestyles, other things. So with someone putting that much money into an entity, keep on the watch for that and see what's going to happen next. And then lastly, we got a couple events that are coming up. Tomorrow is Administrative Professionals Day.
Oh.
If you are an administrative professional, look forward to maybe your employer is giving you some good gifts. And if you have somebody that makes it easy for you, an office manager, a receptionist, any kind of assistant or anything like that, give them a card or a text or a little gift or something like that. And then also before our next show, Mother's Day will be taking place. That is going to be on Sunday, May 8th. Now, all of us are mothers. We know that Mother's Day is like every day, but that is a special day. And then for those who are looking for gifts, we do have in our studio here, Gems by Lipstick, owned by Miss Moi. This lovely necklace that I have on, I purchased through Gems, as well as the Legacy Collection lipstick. It's a full line of makeup. And if you choose to go outside, you can also do like perfume, candles, a bunch of good things like that. Get some cute gift bags too, and some little gift cards stored in there. But what do you guys like? What's your favorite gifts that you like to give or receive on Mother's Day?
I like candles, I like fuzzy socks, and I like smell goods.
Yes, what about you?
You know, honestly, it's just getting all my kids together because they're all grown now. So it's hard to get all of them in one place at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that. Let's have dinner, let's sit, let's laugh, and listen to music and sing. And
Okay. All right. Well, that's your Hot Topics with Tam. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tam. You always bring us all the deets on the streets when it comes to entertainment, so thank you so much, honey, because some of that I knew, some of it I didn't. I started to watch that interview last night with Viola Davis, but the boys were so loud that I couldn't finish it, but what I got so far was really good, so I'm looking forward to watching the rest of that. And then with DJ Envy and his lovely wife, they did the interview, of course, on the Breakfast Club. And that was amazing, just how he speaks on her. And just how he speaks on the mistakes that he has made. He's almost disgusted with himself. It was just amazing to watch, or listen to, rather, a mature, married, loving man. I mean, it was just bomb. Just bomb.
Yes,
so, love is also in there. It's still a thing, and it's still happening. Thank you so much for entertainment. What you got for us, Diva?
let's see what we got. What can you do if you are financially not compatible? Ooh, now that's a great topic.
And so with relationships, that is something that really can make or break a relationship. So I say if you're financially compatible, figure out a way to get on the same page. If you can't have a joint account, don't have one. If you got to keep your stuff separate, whatever works for you. But you want to get on the same page financially, because that can be a downfall.
I think it just depends on the couple and them making a decision as to what's more important, the finance or the relationship. And so if the relationship is more important, then you can figure it out together and you can get in your bag together. But if the finances are more important, then it will split you, because one makes more, one doesn't make enough, or whatever. And so that will become the focus, and then it'll split you. But I think it's just a decision. Either you want it or you don't. If you do, then let's work together and let's grow together.
I am going to come from the opposite way and say, doesn't know me, no. Actually, communication is key. I think having a conversation before you enter into a relationship with someone is very important. Meaning that, okay, no, I don't need to know everything, all the zeros is on your pay stub. I need to know you have an income coming in. I need to know you're paying your bills and being responsible. Because if we come together, guess what? I'm being responsible for mine. And I should not have to be responsible for mine and yours both.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm just saying. Unless something happens. Situations do happen. Like, once you get with someone, or depending on the industry they may be in, they may be laid off for 3 to 6 months out of the year.
Yeah.
Those are things that are important to know because you need to know how they're going to handle their finances. You know, and I agree with, you know, the joint account. You know, I've been in situations where it was not feasible to have a joint account because I'm the responsible one.
Mm-hmm.
I balance a penny being in the finance industry or being financial literacy. Financial literacy, you know, or financial education. So if you're not that kind of person, that's fine. I understand that. But please know, you're not going to be on any of my accounts because that's on my Josh.
It's a no.
Yeah.
I get it. All right.
Let's see what else we got here. All right. How is important, I'll say this, how important is it for you to listen to them?
Whew, I think it's really, really important to listen for a few reasons in any type of relationship that you have in your life, because a person is going to tell you about them. They're going to tell you their thoughts on others. They're going to tell you what they're going through. They're going to tell you about their experiences if you just listen. And I think a lot of times with us, we listen for what we want to hear or what we believe we heard instead of what they're actually telling us. So make sure that you are listening, you are cued in to whoever you're talking to so you have a full understanding of what's going on. And if you don't, for some reason, ask some questions, ask some follow-up questions. So did I hear you say this and this and this? Because I may have heard it differently than what you intended to give out.
That's true. And then I would say, as far as being a good listener, you don't want someone to sit there and pour their heart out and then you're, you know, not paying attention, and then later you say, well, what did you think about this? And then the other person is sitting there. This has happened to me where I'm going, I just spent like how long expressing all of that and you just didn't even hear me. So listen, if someone's expressing themselves, again, if that's a romantic relationship or otherwise, listen.
You know, the old saying is listen to hear, not to respond. That's very key. I think that kind of ties up what both of you were saying. Not only that, you know, sometimes it pays to just be a listening ear in whatever kind of relationship. You know, again, because the world beats you up out there.
Yeah.
You know, so if it's a romantic relationship, you know, you definitely want to make sure that you're in tune with your significant other. And then you have to also listen for the nonverbal communication. Ooh, so important for the nonverbal communication. Because as you're getting to know someone, you should be able to learn what they're thinking without them even having to say a word. You know, they may be in a distraught situation. They may be very happy. They may have something that you know that's going on with them that they don't know how to share with you. But if you are in tune with them in the nonverbal cues, you can ask the right questions.
Yeah, and I mean, and I definitely agree with that, except only one thing, sometimes you can misread people on that, because I have people say, well, I thought you were feeling like this, and I'm like, no, I mean, I'm sorry that my facial expression showed that way, but that wasn't it. So it's a good thing to watch it, but still try to confirm with them, too, on what they're thinking, so verbal and nonverbal.
Agreed.
If you're just tuning in, this is When Sistas Meet, and you catch us every other Tuesday right here on Facebook Live at 7:30. Catch us the following day on YouTube, and then on New Beat Radio, you're going to catch us on Thursdays and Saturdays at 10 a.m.
Yes. All right. How do you show interest in keeping the relationship?
I think it's important to tell people that you're interested in the relationship. No matter what type of relationship that you have. I don't care if it's your sister friends. I don't care if it's a significant other. If you value the relationship, I think you should tell the person, especially if you guys have had disagreement. You should say, this relationship is important to me. I would like to keep it. So how do we do that? And then show them in things that you do and actions that you make. So that's what I think.
And then it's nothing wrong with saying it over and over as well. You know, they may wonder, where did that come from? Or that was out the blue or whatever. Listen, I was thinking about you. I wanted you to know. So there's nothing like, you know, talking to someone or getting, you know, a good word from someone. And you'd be like, oh, like you was thinking about me. You know, that makes you feel special. So that's like give and take in relationships, period.
Love is an action verb. I'm just saying, you know, you have to show people interest, whether it's in a romantic relationship or in a business relationship or in a friendship. Imagine going on an interview. How do you tell them after the interview that you are going to stand out and you're the one that's interested? You know, you have to follow up. You know, as far as a romantic relationship, you know, again, knowing your partner's cues or their likes, their comforts. You know, us as women, we tend to be a little bit emotional. I didn't say that out loud. But you know, with my sisters, so you know I can. I'm just saying. But you know, we tend to be a little bit emotional. So maybe we're having a day where we need some bonbons or some Magnum ice cream bars, or you know, I'm just saying, maybe we have one of those days. So me and my sister girls, we know that about each other.
Yeah.
So you know, maybe learning that information about your significant other also is very important, and it also shows interest. Because you know, if they come home or we go to each other's houses or we talk to each other on the phone, this is like, okay, oh, for real. You know, that to me doesn't show interest. Somebody else may think it is, but to me, no, it's not. You're not being in tune with me. So, you gotta be in tune.
Let's talk a healthy moment. Usually, our sister Layla is here to bless us with this moment, but she was caught in traffic, so we're gonna put it in for her. So tonight, I want to talk to you briefly just about your mental health, because I had to remind myself of this recently. Make sure that you're around positive people. Make sure you're listening to positive things. Write little affirmations for yourself. Keep affirmations around you. Make sure you have that playlist that you love. Keep it around. Tell yourself positive things. And once again, like I said, those people that are in your life that love you, make sure you're listening to them. Don't tune them out. Sometimes when we're going through things, we kind of shun in. We don't want to talk. No, sometimes you need that support around you. Your mental health is extremely important. We're coming out of the house after like 2 years, so we all are dealing with some different things and have experienced some things. Make sure that you keep your mental health a priority. That's your healthy moment.
Yes, awesome. Well, thank you for that. And Layla, we miss you.
Yes, we miss you.
All right. How do you gas them up? That's kind of similar to a question we had, but how do you gas your significant other or your friends up?
Me, I'm going to compliment you. I'm going to heart you to death. I'm going to tell you I love you for no reason. I'm going to send little gifts. I'm going to do all kind of stuff. I think it's important to gas the people in your life up. They need to know that they're significant. They matter. They matter to you. Give people a confidence boost. It's great to see them smile. So I gas people up just by rooting them on. Like if you fine, I'm gonna tell you fine. If you a flex, I'm gonna tell you flex. If you cute today, I'll be like, come on, Jackie. That's me.
Yes,
I think it's important that we gas each other up, no matter the type of relationship. Let's keep each other encouraged.
Speaking of, the lipstick is popping. I'm just saying.
Thank you. Thank you. So you guys will be up.
I would say the same, you know, compliment. A lot of women in general, if you see like a pretty woman walking down the street, there's women that's like, I actually think she's all that.
Ooh,
no, I think she's beautiful.
Yeah.
So I'm going to see you in the store and say, hey, you look cute. I like your purse. I like your, you know, whatever you got going on.
Yeah.
So we don't have to, just because we are giving compliments to someone else, it's not like a slap against us. Like, some people are shocked, like, oh, thank you. Like, we shouldn't be surprised that, you know, we are gassing someone else up. They shouldn't be that surprised.
That's right. There's so many negative people in the world. No negative Nancy's, no Karens, no negative Bettys, no big Bettys, none of those. No
Debbie Downers, whatever.
No, none of those. None of those. We're gonna gas each other up. Exactly. And like, you know, you were saying, you said it perfectly. Give a sister a compliment.
Yeah.
It doesn't take anything from you to do that. Give a sister a compliment. Whether it's your sister, it's your mommy, it's your aunties, it's your girlfriends, it's somebody you don't even know. Give them a compliment. Hey, boo, how you doing? I love that on you. You are rocking it. Thank you. Yes, you know what? I don't even need a compliment back. I just want you to know, in case nobody else told you today, baby, listen, you doing it.
And give our kings and our brothers compliments too, because they be needing it. And if there's something different that I haven't experienced or come across, or someone is just an awesome person, like my boss, he's just an awesome person. I'll be like, you're just so dope. Like, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, just give people compliments, make someone's day, make someone smile. It's easy and it's free.
And it's not always flirting.
Right.
Ladies, if a man gives you a compliment, take it as a compliment. He may not be flirting with you. He may just say something in you as a sister that he likes.
Yeah.
And vice versa, baby. If that king has that head shine if it's bowed, or if he has a nice polo or whatever you like to see him in, me, it's got to be the 3-piece business suits, baby, because look.
I could not. Come on, preference.
And I think
Yeah.
also say thank you. Thank you is a way to flatter people as well. Because a lot of times you take things for granted, and I think that we give compliments, but just say thank you too. And people are
Yes.
happy that you said thank you. You know?
Yeah.
You know what? The
I think it's
pastor talked
important.
about that last night in
Okay.
his sermon he gave. He's like, thank you. That opens the door for more blessings.
Yes, it
Yes.
does. Come on, gratitude.
Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got here.
I like the relationship topic.
Yes.
It's a great choice. A
Yes.
great choice.
So, what are some traditions you have or ways to keep your relationship spicy? Spicy.
I say I love vacations. I like things to I don't know, like getaways are great because a lot of times, sometimes when you are in the same routine or kind of in a rut, a getaway is great. So that would be a tradition that I have, and usually it goes down on vacation. So it's a good time.
Spice. We talking spice?
Spice.
I would just say doing things out of the norm. If the norm is this, doing that, whatever that is. And so that's just for the be quiet. That's the romantic. I'm trying to keep this real PG. The romantic relationships, but also in my sister friend relationships, I keep those spicy as well, just by doing random things for them, or just popping up and support even if they didn't think I would be there or something like that. I mean, I think there are different ways to make things spicy just by doing the unexpected.
For sure. I'm all about spontaneity. And I've said it before, but for me, I'm more of a person that I would rather you stop at the gas station and buy me 2.99 roses because you were thinking of me versus buying a whole dozen of roses because we've been into it. So I try to do that for my partner also. Hey, let me do something to brighten this day. Let me put something in your car, like if you like a heat bar, let me put that in your car or something like that. Or now for my sister girls, hey, it goes down with us. It goes down. So and we have a chat that we communicate with each other throughout the day. And I think that's great. I think that helps keep the spice going because we may have a dance contest in our chat.
Listen.
What? Or we may have, we may be on some Donnie McClurkin.
Yeah.
We may be on some Steve Burt. I always pronounce his last name wrong. Him.
Yeah.
The preacher.
Furtick.
There we go. I love him. He's awesome.
Love him. Yeah.
And it's just a matter of, again, sharing, getting that zing, that spice, because sometimes we'll send each other messages or, someone will send our significant other messages and, it's a little pep in your step.
Yeah.
So let's go.
I would say one of our meetings we had, Ryan gave us all a little gift card for Starbucks. Listen, spice it up. Just little treats, or if you're packing somebody's lunch or something, maybe put a little note in there or a treat or whatever.
Yes, for sure.
Just something out the ordinary.
We ain't gonna talk about the whips and chains.
I knew you was gonna see. No.
That is a spice, though.
It is.
I mean, I'm just saying.
It is.
Okay, I had two. Let's see. When do you know when to stop talking in a relationship?
Ooh, I learned this.
I'm gonna scratch my head on that.
And I think that it's very important in any type of relationship that you have. Pay attention to the people in your life. Pay attention to how they operate on a regular basis. If you're speaking to someone and all of a sudden they're very direct, or they're very sharp, or they're very almost edgy or rude, pause. Because they could be going through something.
Right.
Don't indulge in that moment, because next thing you know, it's a whole argument when you could have paused. This happened with me specifically with one of my sister friends a couple days ago, like last week. And I just know her like the back of my hand. So I was like, oh, okay, we're going to pause later. And we're going to talk later, because I just knew it was going to continue to escalate. She's a powerful person. I'm a powerful person. So we could just keep going. Sometimes you got to know when to call it. And relationships, I think, is the same way. And if I could go back in time and do anything different or tell my younger self something different, it's okay, don't speak on that. Let them have it. You have it. You know what I mean? Sometimes less is more.
And I'll say pick your battles. I mean, that's like huge, because sometimes you want that last word, or if they say this, you got to say that. And it doesn't do anything, because at that point you're like this, and it's like, I don't know, pick your battles. Sometimes you just have to know when it's time to be silent.
As far as the relationship is concerned, especially depending on how the conversation is going, I know my mouth can be very reckless, so I do make it a habit to stop talking, so that I don't say anything that I may regret later, or not that I necessarily will regret, but maybe the way I say it. So that's what I try to do in actual like relationship. You know, as far as like relationship with friends or with a family or sisters or whoever, even in business. Again, I'm very big on listening. Because a lot of times if you listen to people, you can hear what they're communicating, even if they aren't communicating it directly. So I'm very much one that says, stop, look, listen.
This has been amazing. I thank you guys so much for going on this relationship journey with me tonight.
Yes.
And we're going to come back in 2 weeks and have another amazing topics and help you with that as well. If you're just tuning in, you're going to have to rewind the whole thing because we're finna go home. But this is with Sistas Meet, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Also, we are looking for new members for Lipstick Entertainment, our empowerment group. We give back to the community year round. We're a sisterhood. We have retreats, meetings. We wear cute little shirts. We want you to be a part of the crew. So make sure you reach out to us. We would love to have you. Have a good night.
Good night.